So I was getting in the shower this afternoon after making a fire. I thought of my friend Todd because I had my penis in my hand, and I remembered how he calls me Wayne Drops, and I was started singing in the shower. Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Well, hello, boys and girls.
Hi.
What a wonderful day it is today in our
Ed.
money-based economy. Well, sit back
Wish I could
and
see what
relax
I'm
and get
doing.
ready for the guy who's about to ruin everything.
You mean the blind guy?
Puzzled. Are you really seriously suggesting that Jesus Christ was a mushroom?
Wayne, Jesus was a mushroom Roberts.
Yes. You are dealing with a secret cult.
I love that
A
laugh.
secret society.
Welcome to Waning Interest.
Welcome to the Waning Interest Podcast, number 140, May 17th, 2024. The Babbling Dabblers, the smallest click on the internet, the pinball brains in your favorite machine. It's like a diary or a book. Did something fall? What'd I miss? I'm on a different page. What was that sound?
I don't know,
happened?
maybe it was me. Sorry, go ahead.
Alrighty, it's like a diary or a book, but not as stale or coherent, obviously. Ding! I should put those back on. From a more mentally challenged Forrest Gump, or if Mikey Mouth from the Goonies spent a little time playing a little bareback leapfrog, and then a few minutes later, and then that's the sound first because had a lot of air, and then finally Susie went, and then I went, ah. And yeah, that's how it started. So there. Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, Rumble, all the links in the description. And god damn, seriously, I wish I could see.
Yeah, maybe. You should take that off.
I was trying to be like Mike Bohan, even though he never wore shades.
No, he didn't.
No. Anyway, hello.
He was a cool MFer.
Yes, he was. Hopefully, we're going to have his cheerins on the whip, and soon, and tell a lot of Bohan stories, even more than we've already told.
Yeah.
How you's doing?
Okay. I'm good.
Susie, I think I'm something quirky. I'll think of something
I'll
quirky
think
later.
of something. I couldn't think of anything.
I can't believe we've been bullshitting for 30 minutes, and I never fucking looked at that until just now.
You never do?
I used to, but for the last 3 whips, I don't know what, 4 or 5, 6, maybe, I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't, because
It's okay.
I don't care. I'm kidding.
It's better if you read it now.
It is better, especially when you don't have your fucking hair in your mouth. Man, shows are coming up. Shows are going to be soon because I told you my vow is I'm not cutting my hair until after 2 shows of the Lord's. So if we don't have a show soon, I just won't cut my hair.
Okay. Makes sense.
Is Rumble working, by the way?
Let me check it out. Twitter is X-Twitter, whatever it's called.
I'm sticking with the Twitter. Facebook's working?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hit play on the Rumble. Now I got to sit through this fucking spinny bullshit.
Facebook's working. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Hi, Facebook.
I see it on Rumble. It's on Rumble.
It's playing? Yeah, I've still got the beginning little spinny deal.
It's going on. It's happening.
We're rocking?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. And I'm not going to tell you to hit like because that's cheese bag. Hit like.
All right, I'll hit like.
Oh, I didn't mean you. I meant whoever be there watching, wherever they be watching.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I mentioned shower in that little cold open. Little. It was huge. It was huge. Oh my God, we are there. Oh, that's so cray.
Mm-hmm.
Weird to watch yourself on the phone live.
Yeah.
Especially when it's silent. Yeah, I was in the actual thing that I was thinking when I was in the shower today, and I had to wash my hair again. God damn, because I had another fire. I had another big old fire burning up brush and all kinds of fallen wood around. So I was stinking. So I had to wash the hair again, singed a little more, by the way. And anyway, while I was in, I started remembering having roommates and just other people's shower habits. And I remember my one roommate I had, the first one in my Studio City apartment, the fucking dude that went to school with me in Juanches. That motherfucker. Every time he took a shower and you went in there right after, it seemed like he just took a bucket of water and just fucking chucked it in there all over everything from the fucking door.
Wow.
Why is everything covered in what the fuck? What? Every time I'd wipe the shit down, and I'd go, dude, what is the deal? Well, it does. I close the window, so it gets a little steamy. Well, why the fuck you close the window, dude? Isn't that how you let the steam out?
Was it a shower curtain or a door on the shower?
It was a door, but the door wasn't all the way to the ceiling.
No, but still, it should hold in the water.
It was fucking nuts.
Crazy.
On the floor, all over the fucking floor, all over the toilet, all over seriously, it was like he just grabbed a bucket of water and went, you know what this fucking bathroom needs? A shower itself. And
Maybe he was getting in and out of the shower, sitting on the toilet, walking around.
The dude was
Back
a
in.
fucking pig. He was a fucking pig. When he got his own place, he got seriously. And I want to say names because that would be indiscreet. Rob. Anyway, that's not his name. That's not even close. But so he lived with me for what? I think it was like 7 months. But he had a futon in the living room, and I think it was like 7 months later, another apartment in the building opened up, so he moved in there. And I didn't go over there very often, but one of the reasons was I'd go over there, shooting shit, smoking weed, watching. Usually we're watching either episodes of Larry Sanders or Mission Impossible, old Mission Impossible, the TV series. He was a freak on that, or I can't fucking. Why can't I say it? Frasier.
Okay.
Frasier. And at some point I'd have to fucking go to the bathroom. I go into his bathroom like, what? This hasn't been. It looks like it hasn't been cleaned in 6 fucking months, if ever.
Wow.
If ever. Like you don't want to touch anything.
Yeah.
How do?
Some people live like that.
How?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't take any fucking time. That's the thing. The other thing I got used to get sick of as a kid. Well, it's time to do some spring cleaning. Well, you know what? Why don't we just keep the fucking place clean all the time, and we don't have to do this stupid shit, this stupid fucking spring cleaning bullshit. Christ, man. I know. Well, here you got to do a little bit in the spring anyway because of after the winter, and there's shit that you couldn't do with the snow and like the inside, the outside, or the windows, and where the screens are. It'll get a little dirty, because there's a lot of bugs here in the woods. And there's a few things, but I mean, like in the house, what are you talking about? No, just keep it fucking clean. When you're home all the time, how the fuck? When you're home all the time, and he was home all the time. He didn't have a job. He didn't have shit. He was home all the time. You ain't. So you're trying to tell me you don't have 5 fucking minutes to wipe your shit down in your. Wrong word. Sorry. Wipe your stuff down in your bathroom. Whatever. Man, this fucking. I just don't get it, man. Oh man, I just lost a bunch of friends. Look, that's how I live. How dare you, folks?
So speaking of the woods, and now that you have carrots, any deers?
They were yes, but
Oh yeah.
yes, the last couple days, but I haven't thrown any carrots out there or whatever. I've actually been eating them myself before they get old. But I get scared sometimes, because I fucking choke on those damn things all the time. Always get a little tiny one, a little fucking chunk in the corner of my foot. It's so annoying. And then, of course, I'm like, I don't want to breathe because I don't want it to fucking suck it. So I get all, douchey. And but no, today when I had the fire going, I did hear them trampling through the woods right behind the garage. I could hear them moving around. I hear you out there. And then I saw them a little bit in the woods this morning, and I had my phone ready, and then I went in the mud room, and but I couldn't see enough. They had just gone through the trees or whatever, and I'm like, oh, they looks like they're going around, or they're gonna be in the open in the back. So when I go in the kitchen, never saw them. Little sons of bitches. If I'd have fucking turned on some Skinner, blasted some Skinner, and opened the windows, they'd have come along.
Then they come out. We have a bunch of bunny rabbits now, all over. The wild rabbits.
Really?
We've always had them here, but now, like, I took Max out a couple of days ago, and there was one just sitting in the yard. Usually they don't stay in the yard, especially when the dog goes out. But that one, he was just hanging out there. And then couple of days ago, I want to say maybe it was on the weekend, Juan saw one in the garage because we had left the garage door open, and one got in. I think it got back out because I haven't seen it anymore.
What color?
They're they're brown and gray.
Oh, kind of like the one in ET that we watched on Whip 139. Yeah, don't forget to check that out. Whip 139, a lot of ET stuff. It's quite wonderful. But that was 139, right?
138.
Like I said, 138. 138, really? What the fuck did we do on
2
139?
shows ago, wasn't it? We talked about movies.
That was the chair. Go ahead.
We talked about the movies we saw over the.
Oh yeah, Josie Wales and Fear of the Black Hat.
Yeah.
Like I said, I shared I sent Fear of the Black Hat to a lot of folks. So you gotta fucking watch this. And I wrote, I'd rather you watch The Whip, but you gotta fucking watch this. It's hilarious.
So
It's the rap Spinal Tap. And now, dude, on YouTube, was it yesterday or this morning? I don't know. In my recommends thing on the home thing, 2 reaction videos to that movie.
Oh, really?
It's from shit that I don't subscribe to, but because I watched that, now I've got these reaction videos popping up. I'm like, fuck you! I hate reaction videos.
I looked up Rusty Kundif. I don't know how to say his name.
Oh my god, you filthy woman! What'd you say? Why'd you call him that? What did he do to you?
So, Mr. Ice Cold in that movie, he
Ice Cold.
He wrote and directed a few episodes of Chappelle's Show.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't go that deep.
Yeah, and I mean he did Tales from the Hood. That's his. He wrote that and directed Tales from the Hood. And they just did a Tales from the Hood 3, like last year, 2023. We didn't know that they had done more Tales from the Hood.
I've never seen those.
It's similar to that, just making fun of like horror movies. So similar to, kind of the same
Scary movie
genre, like scary movies. Hold on, I'm gonna look him up again because I want to tell you it's a bunch of stuff that he's done.
Well, man, and that's the other thing I didn't mention about that movie. I talked about the performances and stuff, but yeah, the direction, all the camera stuff, nothing seemed cheesy.
No,
But I was expecting a lot more cheese, and no, that guy's I'm surprised. His name is not in my head from because I have a lot of directors in my head and shit because
Tales from the Hood. Yeah,
I have nothing else to do.
No. So he worked for Chappelle's Show for 3 years, 2003 to 2006.
Well, that's about how long the show was on, right? It was 2.5
pretty
seasons
much.
or so, something like that.
Tales from the Hood.
I'm doing this the rest of the show. Fuck it.
All right.
It's Friday. It's very alien-esque, right? No? Maybe so. Did I tell you some raindrops were falling on my head? What?
You did. Where is it? There's a movie called 57 Seconds that I want to see that he wrote. Let me see. Did he?
57 seconds? What is that?
He directed. It's starring Morgan Freeman.
That's a short fucking movie.
No, that's the name of the movie.
I know, but usually the title has something to do with the length. No,
Stop
that
it.
sounded dirty.
What the heck is it? It's like a.
Hurry up, quicker.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so when a tech blogger lands in an interview with a tech guru and stops an attack on him, he finds a mysterious ring that takes him back 57 seconds into the past. So.
Again, short movie. He goes back 57 seconds
That's
and we
it.
relive it and it's over. Whew.
That's it.
Man, that's very conservative. Very efficient.
Anyway, he directed that movie.
I bet it's great. Anyway, either way, yeah, you're going to want to.
And it's recent, which I didn't think he was doing anything recent, but he's been working like
he should be
all this time. Yeah.
He should be. He's under the radar. It's fucking weird because, the guy obviously knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
And he has for a long time because it still blows me away that movie was 93.
Yeah.
Did you rewatch Outlaw Josie Wales without any interruptions? That's a no, obviously, because you would have answered yes right away.
No.
God,
I will.
Jesus Christ. Raindrops keep falling on my head, and they're feeling like stones. Ever tell you my buddy is a fucking pig? What? Oh, speaking of friends. Oh, we both said speaking of in the first 20 minutes. Ew.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you
Did
said
I
it
say that?
You said it like 5 minutes ago. But I didn't call you on it until now because I had to call myself on it. But I from that big Mike. Did we talk about this on 139 or not? Where because I'd shared that Big Mike pic of Mother's Day, the pic of Michelle Obama with the big wang
I think
bulging out.
you started to talk about it, but then something.
We moved on. I got distracted from being stoned.
Yeah. Hey, we got a buddy. We got a buddy commenting on Facebook. I think this is Facebook. I have so many things open. I have no idea. It is
it's
Facebook.
from Facebook. Oh, it's Mr. Pronte.
It is Mr. Bronte.
He used to sit. He knows. He knows the Suze what? Pretty well. And maybe he'll be on the reunion whip coming up that we're gonna have with a bunch of former coworkers someday. But the Bohan kids are first, unless they crap out. I don't think they will.
Not.
I don't think they will because it would be. Oh, it's gonna be such a blast. But hopefully that'll be next week.
Okay.
Well, oh, hey, Bill, by the way. I'm not kidding. Ah, shit, he made me think of he made me think of So I Married an Axe Murderer, Mike Myers.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing was Stuart McKenzie. We used to do it back then. I'm not kidding. Look at the size of that boy's head.
It's like
an orange.
Sputnik.
It's like an orange on... Why are you cutting me off, Mama?
On a toothpick, sorry.
It's like an orange on a toothpick. That was offsides, wasn't it? He's going to be crying himself to sleep tonight on his huge pillow. Heed! Piper! No! Move that melon of yours and get the paper if you can. Holinet gargantuan cranium about. Right? Oh, that wasn't bad for not practicing for a long time.
Love that movie.
All right, but back to Big Mike's pecker. Because of that pick and these fucking TV watching still people that just continue to be zombies actually think that as a good person, Michelle Obama is a good person. It is insane that they still think that they could fucking think that in 2024. And then there's one motherfucker who is supposedly in the zeitgeist movement, who's supposedly supposed to know, supposedly supposed to, because I like to be Mr. Redundant. Thank you, Robin. Stealing from Robin Williams, who stole that from somebody else probably. But whatever. He might have probably paid for it. But this motherfucker who knows the government is complete shit and they're nothing but scumbag corporate whore mouthpiece puppets, and they calling me misogynistic or transphobic. I don't know if this is misogynistic or transphobic sharing this fucking picture. It's neither. It's about them being liars. It doesn't have anything to do with actual trans or blah 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 gay. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. The point is that they're liars.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just another version of the lie. And you should know that shit if you're in the fucking zeitgeist movement. Are you fucking serious? What do you throw buckets of water into your bathroom too? What the fuck, dude? What is it me?
That picture was all over the place, everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere you looked, yeah.
Yeah.
It was everywhere. Everybody kept sharing it.
But I noticed I noticed that my numbers, and I don't actually look at it, but I don't actually usually go to my page, but I went to my page just to look at the views of the one of the stories I had put up, and I noticed wait, look, I scrolled back up. That number looks, didn't I see a bigger number before? I think that's 3 less than the last number that I saw. Oh my God, are you serious? No, like good. Get the fuck out of here. Gotta be kidding. And this fucking guy, and then he has to do something. He must have done something with the comment thing, because I'm commenting and I'm trying to explain it to him I thought I was explaining it pretty well about what it's really about. And come on, man, get yourself a sense of humor. What are you talking about? And then I go to comment on one of his second to last comment or whatever, and it kept disappearing. Twice it disappeared. So I realized, okay, before I hit send, I'll just fucking boom, and I'll take a screenshot, and then I'll just make a new thing, because he must have done something to make it, because I didn't make anything to where I couldn't fucking comment on my own shit. Fucking guy. Bye, you idiot. Has nothing to calling me a misogynist is like calling me a dwarf. It's like looking at my pecker and my balls and calling me a woman. It makes absolutely no sense. Zero fucking sense. You stupid motherfucker. Oh man, I'm so glad. I mean, it's actually nice. It's actually nice just getting rid of fucking douchebags. You fucking zombie douchebag. How can you be? I would understand if he wasn't if I didn't know him from the zeitgeist movement, which is, one of the deepest, about moving on from a different system and all this stuff, and knowing, anybody in that movement, and I'm one of the OG members of the Los Angeles chapter. Anybody in there in there because you know that everything's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck are you defending? A corporate whore scumbag, murder, complicit in murder. I mean, they called him Obama because he ran out of fucking bombs.
Oh shit.
Oh, but his wife was a sweetheart. She's still cool. He's still cool. What the fuck? Oh, man, that's right. This is not supposed to be a political podcast. Fuck.
But I'm sure many people lost friends for reposting that picture too.
Oh, good. Yeah, and lucky them as well. I felt a lot of stress. It was almost like when I got rid of my truck years ago. Oh, just, whew. Or leaving Los Angeles altogether. Jesus, man. What are you doing? If you're part of that fucking movement, that means you're not even you don't. It just makes no sense. It's like the deepest zeitgeist movement member that I ever knew, walking into their place, and they're watching CNN and everything, and and acting like it's actual real news and not propaganda bullshit, corporate crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wait, aren't you? I thought you were in the movement. What the fuck? It's just misogynist, transphobic.
How about them Mets?
How about those Marlins? I don't know, man. I can't remember the last time. The only time I watch baseball now is John Boy Media. Little fucking 8-minute clips of him, lip reading. Fuck you, motherfucker. No, fuck you, motherfucker. And I don't even know what the hell. I don't even. And I usually turn it off before it's over, like a minute before it's even over. I don't even know what the fucking score of the game was. I don't know who won. I don't give a shit. God damn, do I hate those showboating fucking douchebags. Complete fucking douchebags. Meanwhile, this is my fucking one of my heroes. Why did you not play? There's a bit of a showboat motherfucker right there. One of my favorites, but what the fuck is wrong with your video? Ugh, god damn this thing. Anyway, but today, because he was just one, But now every one of them, they've got this fucking hair, all this, and then this, what is it? Fluorescent, like not fluorescent, but another word for fluorescent. Fucking shit that
neon, like
neon fucking wristbands or gloves or whatever, all this bullshit, and they're nothing but showboating fucking cunts, and it makes me fucking sick to my stomach. Because the reason that there's the reason that the lion is on my I'm a Leo, but the reason that the lion, even though I grew up a Redskin fan, yeah, that's what I said. The lion, not just for being a Leo, but because I was a Barry Sanders fan, because of the respectful fucking football player he was. He never saw. I think he spiked the ball once, if ever. He fucking scored how many touchdowns, and what did he do? He got into the end zone, just fucking handed the ball to the ref. Did he get up on every time when he made a first down and then make all this big deal? No, he got up and went back to the huddle like he's supposed to, doing his fucking job. Now today with this, interception, a fumble, the defense, everybody's got to go down to the other end of the fucking end zone and have a little fucking douchebag party and have this fucking thing for the. Fuck you. How about that? Eat a dick. You guys suck. Fuck you in this show. It's already enough where you're pounding each other. Just pound each other's head in. I'm tired of you guys partying and making it seem like you're on fucking solid gold. It's really pathetic. Oh, by the way. Fucking piece of shit. I hit it faster than that. You should have started. That timing should have been better. Sorry. Woo.
Maybe you got too many.
I'm in a mood.
Yeah. Maybe there's just too many things going on. That's probably why.
What do you mean?
Like, because you have all the streams going.
That shouldn't. I don't know if that does anything. It's just, it's just StreamYard, and their little thing is just shit because it's already set there. So when I hit fucking play, you see that? I snapped my hit play and I went like this before it fucking played. You piece of.
Yeah.
Fuck you. How about this? This works better.
Man, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, exactly. We'll just use the same dude to say what I feel now.
Man, Jesus Christ!
I forgot I'd put that one up there. Oh, man. And that Sports Center thing, that fucking thing used to play just fine. And now it's playing like a dick, and I ain't using it. So, you know what I said there before.
Man, Jesus Christ!
Wow, that one played as soon as I hit play. Motherfucker. Anyway, like you said, how about those Mets?
Remember to queue up your carts. I think that's the problem.
Motherfucker's cute. Motherfucker's cute. Motherfucker's cute, bitch. Not bitch as in you, but that bitch.
I know.
I'm pointing at the buttons down on the bottom of the screen. Son of a fuck. Anyway, yeah, it's like somebody at StreamYard came into my fucking house with a bucket of water and went into my bathroom and just chucked it in there. It's almost the same thing because I'm drinking prune juice. Almost the same. It reminds me also of another friend of mine. One time, I think I've told this on an old whip. Go find it. Not you. He was all upset about some shit, and this is part of the story because he was drinking. He was guzzling Manischewitz. He was a Jew. And he brought 2 bottles of fucking Manischewitz over to my apartment, pissed off about some stuff. And, he started just gulping and I'm letting him fucking rant and letting him get it out. Cool, yeah, whatever. And then he opened up the next bottle. I'm like, dude, slow the fuck down with the drinking, please, slow down, because you're gonna get me sick. You're drinking that shit way too fast. No, man, and he just kept going. And I'm sitting on the couch. He's standing in front of me, just doing his thing, right. And then all of a sudden, he just went, "You're gonna, dude, the balcony's right there. I'm on the 4th floor. I'm about right there. The door's open. Go." And he started to go there, and then he looked at me again. I'm like, what? And then he ran to the bathroom. He runs to the bathroom, and all of a sudden, that's what I heard. It sounded like somebody took a bucket of water and just went whoosh. Oh my! What the fuck just happened? And I went there, dude. My bathroom was purple. Everywhere was purple. He didn't make the toilet, and that Manischewitz just came fucking geysering out of him as soon as he got to the door. Everywhere, purple. Manischewitz everywhere. It was like a Jewish baptism.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, dude, you know what? After that, I'm giving you another bris, motherfucker.
Wow. Well, Manischewitz, it's so sweet. It's like you barely feels like you're drinking anything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and he drank that. Oh, good God. Again, I tell you, now that I've said that and I remembered that, I don't think I ever saw him drink Manischewitz again.
Probably not.
But yeah, I had a nice cleanup. Helped him fucking finish puking, and then I put him in my dad's bed. This is when I lived with my dad, and laid him down there and fucking went. I looked at that bathroom going, oh, Jesus, fuck. And I went and I made myself a drink. And didn't drink it as fast as he drank his shit just to get myself ready. And I'm pretty sure I, smoked a bowl of weed or so. And then went in there and, I was the, HVAC? Or what is it called? What do they call it? What is it?
Oh.
The guys in the suits.
Yeah. Hazmat. Hazmat team.
It was like I needed a goddamn suit.
I almost said it. Vomit is gross. When I worked
S-O. Let's just say S-O. Try to say S-O.
S-O. So just say so.
Yeah.
When I was a mental health tech and I worked for it was like a day program, and it was mostly elderly people with dementia that we had in the program. And I helped this lady go to the bathroom. I took her to the bathroom. She was perfectly fine going on her own. And I went and did something else. And after a while, I was like, I didn't see her and her best friend because they were always together. I'm like, where are they? Where are they? So I go back to the bathroom. So she had taken a dump and she took it and she had painted the entire bathroom with her shit.
Oh, man! Jesus Christ!
The whole bathroom. She was covered in it. So, the other girl that worked with me, we had to strip them down, shower them. They went home in hospital gowns and their clothes in bags because they were covered. It was just head to toe. It was everywhere. I don't know. And it wasn't that long.
Fucking crazy.
They weren't in there that long. It was, it's like having a toddler. It was the same thing. You leave them alone for a few minutes and total destruction.
Anal destruction.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We call that a code brown in the Yeah.
I had one of those. Now that you've said that, it reminded me of a story with the Millers, my best man at my
Uh-huh.
wedding. His kids, his youngest twins at the time, I think they might have been 2, Sean and Ginny. He'd be watching, but I'm not doing the YouTube live thing, and he watches on YouTube, so he gets it
Mm-hmm.
later. Fuck him. Douchebag. I love him, but he's a douche. I got plenty of fucking proof. So, anyway, he had 3 kids at the time. He ended up with 5. Him and Sue had 5. But at the time, it was just the 3. I think the oldest was 3.5, and then Sean and Ginny, the twins, were like 2-ish. Or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he was working because he did real estate stuff. So he drove around southern Florida. Someone was over to Tampa and stuff and whatever. He was over in Tampa to do some work or whatever. And the fucking douche. And my girlfriend at the time and I were over with his wife and the kids, just hanging out, dinner. We're just drinking, the kids, whatever, and waiting for him to get back. Supposedly around 9 or whatever.
Mm.
Well, next thing you know, we're getting a call from fucking him. He's in jail for a DUI.
Whoa.
So anyway, so we stayed, me and her, me and my girlfriend, we stayed there. And at one point in the morning, I remember I woke up, pretty groggy, a little bit hungover, of course, and because no Joe, and then she's freaking out like, oh my God, oh Jesus Christ, this whole thing. He was getting out, and not a DUI. It was something where what I don't know if it was DUI actually. It was, but he somehow, I don't know whatever. So of course we drank a little extra because she's up, the whole night. So anyway, I wake up groggy, go to the restroom. And as I laid back down, all of a sudden I start hearing all this fucking thumping. I'm like, is that my fucking head? Is that my head? And I realize after a couple of minutes, it sounds like the twins. Because then I hear a little bit of laughter, and it's all the way across the other side of the house. And what is going on? Thump, thump. And they're like, ah. Anyway, at one point, I finally get up to go see what's going on. And I get to the door, and I knock, and I go, hey guys, it's Uncle Wayne. I'm gonna open the door. What's going on? Just say hi. I open the door, and this smell of shit just goes what? And unfortunately, I wasn't wearing these. It would have helped. Well, yeah, one of them had taken a dump, and they were having a ball doing what you just described with that old lady, smearing it everywhere, and they were covered in it. And I open the door, and wham! And then I look at them, and they're still giggling. I look down, and they're both like,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
like, oh my God, is this a bad dream? Is this a bad dream? Guys, stop. Don't do that anymore, okay? Wait a second. Let me go get your mom. And I'm like, oh no, you poor thing, as I'm waking her up. Oh, what a thing to wake up, because I'm a parent. Wait, at that time, was I a parent? No, this was the late 90s. No, I wasn't a parent yet. Well, I had been, sort of. I'd been a sort of a step, kind of. Anyway, took care of people. Anyway, I just knew it's going to suck. Wake up to fucking, she's going to be hungover and shit, because, we drank a bunch of wine. Yeah, that poor woman. Before I went and woke her up, I went to their bathroom and started running the tub. Even though I was like, why didn't you do that? Because then they're just gonna be sitting in their own shit again. I just get the shower ready and just start fucking spraying them down.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm not their dad. It's not my job. Ma!
Oh, I'm so glad
crazy.
Sarah.
What's that?
Sarah never did that. I
No?
never do. No. Nope.
No,
She-
Riley didn't either.
She did. She did throw up. She was
did one of those where
little.
she threw up in your mouth?
In Juan's mouth.
Yes.
She was
She never
little.
did. Mine never did that to me, but she did it to my ex-wife.
She was sick. She had a stomach virus, and he had picked her up like this, and she just went right in his mouth. Oh.
So fucking disgusting. Yeah, Riley did that to her mom, but it was just right after she had eaten or whatever. She had just eaten, and then her mother, I don't know, whatever. She just, no, I don't know. Just she wasn't sick. She
Mm-hmm.
just, that's awesome. That's awesome. With a
Oh,
capital A.
the whip always goes back to bodily functions.
Yes, it's all about the poop. Yeah. Oh, I'm not so constipated anymore, by the way.
Oh,
Thanks to
good.
this, as they call it. They called it prune juice, but I don't know. It's in
Mm-hmm.
the alcoholic section at the store. It's weird. And the
If it
Muralax,
helps.
the generic Muralax. Um, yeah, everything's been much better. But of course, I'm also, like I told you, eating them carrots. And I have at least one apple a day. It's usually two.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one that the weirdest part about though the thing about the tea because it's sweet because I was drinking so much of it. The funny thing was I was realizing that when I went to the store, I used to always get some kind of sweet cookies, ice cream, just one thing that I could just go every once in a while and have some nibble on for a couple of weeks. I haven't bought cookies in forever. Oh, because you're drinking that fucking so much of that tea that you're getting your sugar. It's taking care of your fucking sweet tooth. Um, but now, but I've just all gone back. I've just replaced that with the apple because it is.
There you
It's
go.
going back to that memory of yeah, what the fuck. But of course, I shave them, and supposedly the fibers in the skin. But I don't want that GMO covered shit or pesticide covered shit. I know it's GMO already, probably, but what isn't?
Mm-hmm.
I want to do the thing. I want to do the thing. I want to do the thing. I want to get chickens. I want to have a garden. I want to do that shit, but I also want to do it right. So where it doesn't get all fucked up in the winter. Something that can keep going in the winter. Otherwise, I don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Can chickens be? I guess you'd have to have something where they can go inside in the winter, right?
Yeah, a coop.
Okay.
No, I'd definitely have a coop. But because I'm also remote and with the woods and everything, and plenty, I definitely have to have something reinforced so I don't have any predators going after them. There's
Coyotes.
there's folks on, but it's more rural. I mean, it's more urban where there's a lot more houses and there's right next. They're on a corner of a four-way. This one house, and they
Mm-hmm.
got their fucking chickens are always roaming around right there in their driveway, and they know they're like dogs knowing not to go into the road. I go
Yeah.
by them all the time, and I always the biggest thing about that house that I always know they never close their fucking mailbox. The goddamn old thing is flapped open all the time. I hate it.
That's so funny because I just drove by a house this past weekend, um, and it was the same thing. It was like a whole group of chickens, but they were in the front yard and they did not leave. Like they were in that area and that was it. Like they know where they belong.
Isn't it weird?
Yeah.
And it doesn't take much. And it reminds me of that. I was watching Jimmy Dore earlier, and they were going off about they were talking a bit more about that stupid that stupid bitch that's wrote the book about shooting her fucking dog and the goat or whatever, who supposedly might be Trump's vice president uh, nomination or whatever the fuck they call it now. I don't care. It's all bullshit. It's WWE in suits instead of tights. I can't believe people don't understand that yet. Whatever. I try to give them a break. At least people younger than me, because I didn't know for a while either. Because but Jesus, people that are my age and older, what the fuck? That drives me nuts now. It's just too easy to see. But anyway, what the hell was the point? Oh, they
Jimmy
brought up,
Dore.
yeah,
Hmm.
and they were talking about that. I don't know if you've heard about her. She wrote a book and it talks about how she shot a dog
Hmm.
and then it's like, wait, that dog, those dogs, those are easily trained. Do you know what you were doing? And she shot the goat and this whole thing. And what was my point?
She was on his show. Or they were talking
No,
about
no,
the
no, no.
book?
They were just talking about her, but we were talking about animals and the whole thing. And
The chickens.
right. Oh, uh, no. What the hell was my point? Yeah, it had something to do with the chickens, but I lost what the hell I was going for.
So we were saying the chickens kind of know where they belong, so they stay.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So it was like if you could, yeah, that dog is supposedly easily eat. So it just makes her look even fucking worse when you know which
Mm-hmm.
kind of dog it was, because if you just think about it, oh, the dog was orange, blah, 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 and you're like, oh yeah, I've known dogs like that, but it's usually because of the owner,
Yeah.
and it's also because because then the owner doesn't know what the fuck the dog is about.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like with beagles, because beagles are hunting dogs, so it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
silly to. It's not silly because it does work, but putting those. I don't know if they do it anymore, but they used to years ago, where they had the training thing where like the electric collars, to where if
Mm-hmm.
they supposed to be on a rabbit, like you were talking about rabbit, going back to the rabbits, but then all of a sudden they go off on a deer track, and then they'll go off and you'll lose them forever. Not forever, sometimes forever, but for a while, and it's a pain in the ass. Beagles are
Mm-hmm.
actual a pain in the ass. It's one of the jokes about Snoopy being smart. Beagles are not that smart. Um, but like my stepfather had beagles, and I had to take care of a lot of them, and they're so fucking dumb. But he had one that would always go off on the. It was a great dog in the house, beautiful, it was wonderful, funny as fuck. But outside, it was like you just didn't know what was going to happen. Disappeared. And so he got him one of those collars. And the first time he zapped him on that fucking thing, that dog went forward. It did like a dog doing a like a what do you call it? Not is it a somersault? I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a somersault and pissing in the wind and. I hate that, but at the same time, I can also remember going, "You pain in the dick," because otherwise you get it, 6 hours later when you find them.
Mm-hmm.
Those fuckers were such a pain. But I wasn't there for that. I heard the story. I wasn't watching it laughing, so I was laughing,
Yeah.
hearing it. I would have been, Jesus, but well, motherfucker, you gotta learn somehow. We've been trying. Cause like Wolf, when we got Wolf, our dog Wolf, who was there with all those beagles, but he never fucking disappeared. The reason that we got Wolf was because one of our beagles disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And my stepfather went looking. He went that way, and me and my stepbrother went this way on three wheelers in the woods this way. And then later on, all of a sudden, stepfather's coming home in the truck, and there's an animal in the back of the truck. We're like, "That's not Babe. That's what the hell is that in the back of the truck?" He comes home with this fucking husky shepherd wolf. That's why his name was Wolf. He looked like a wolf. And he comes home with them. Like, what the fuck is this? Where'd you get this dog? It was at the pound. I went and thought I would, go to the pound to see if they had the dog, had Babe. But and he saw that dog. I'm like, what the hell's up with this? Well, it's going down. It's going to be put down in a couple days.
Oh.
The folks, his owners, they had to move and they couldn't take him with him. He's like, how much? $25. Give me that motherfucker. We had no idea. I mean, he looked scary. Fucking teddy bear.
Yeah.
But we didn't know that. And my stepbrother and I, and we had this giant run across the driveway. It was very long. He had all kinds of space and a big fucking cord. And on a harness, not a neck thing. I hated those from when I was a kid. In the
Mm-hmm.
70s, I made my parents, for my dog Tig, and when he was in the back, on his run, I made them get a fucking harness. When I was 5 years old, going, he has to have a harness. Because I couldn't stand seeing dogs, because when they'd run up and choke themselves. I
Mm-hmm.
hated that shit. So Wolf had this harness, and he had this giant run or whatever. And this after like a week of having him, and we realized I don't even think it was a week. And Tracy and I were like, what? You know what? Let's fucking unbuckle him. Let's go into the woods. Just take the three wheelers, and zoom into the woods and see what happens. We did. That motherfucker followed us. We'd stop. He'd fucking just go smelling around within 5 feet, circle, whatever, and then just come around and hey, what's up? One, we take off, fucking go another, 300-400 yards, same thing. Like, son of a bitch, this dog is a badass. Anyway, when we came back, we would come around and come out of the woods. Had this one trail right down the driveway and towards the house, and there's our parents, just like kind of not frantic, but because they see they're by the cord. That's there's nothing at the harness. They're worried the dog's gone, and then
Yeah.
boom, dog's right, and Wolf's with us as we come through. It was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm like, yeah, we decided to see what happened, and he's been with us, and look like he's doing right now. He's yeah, I don't think he needs that anymore. I cut that fucking thing down. That dog never wore that harness again. And in our little breezeway in the house, it was like a porch with the door. It was always open, and then the door that went into the house, it had a little metal thing towards the bottom, but it didn't have a lock. The porch door had the lock. When at night we'd do that. But the door from the porch into the house didn't. It was just a handle. It had no, you didn't have to turn it. Well, Wolf, you say, Wolfie, go in the house. He could go in there and he could put his paw on the thing, open that door, and go in the house. And if we were in the house, and Wolfie, go get outside, he'd go over, just push the door open. Didn't have to have a doggy door. He pushed that whole fucking door open, and zoom, he went out. And didn't disappear. He just either laid in the breezeway and the porch thing, or he fucking right in front of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Never, ever disappeared. Well, it was one time where he got porcupined. Poor bastard. I helped pull those fucking
Ouch.
prongs out.
Oh man.
Poor guy. He was such a teddy bear. The little what is it? The poodle. We had one that wasn't like it's like a poodle, but it's a bijou. What is it?
Oh, Bichon Frise.
That
Bichon, yeah.
We had one of those.
Uh-huh.
That little bitch. She told Wolfie what to do. He wouldn't even fuck with her, man. If she fucking made, he's like, oh shit, and he's 6 times her size.
Yeah. Yep. It's usually the little dogs that are like that.
Yeah, little twats, especially the Chihuahuas. Oh, we talked about Chihuahuas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus. I was expecting to look up at the time and see that we only had 20 minutes left. Oh, my God. I need to smoke more pot. We ain't even through an hour. That's all right. Isn't it? Right? I hope.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me, you're the better judge. You're not as buzzed.
So, you watched Firefly?
Loved Firefly. And I've watched Serenity, the movie that they did afterwards. I've watched it a couple times in the last couple weeks, yeah. Again.
Very cool.
Yeah, this is like the only real Joss Whedon thing. I wasn't a big Joss Whedon guy. I wasn't a Buffy guy. I wasn't an Angel guy. I watched the first few episodes of Angel, but I was more attracted to the show to see it because the fucking dude who's dead now, who died of a drug overdose. I can't remember his name, but one of the kids that was on Roseanne, the one that was married to the oldest.
Okay.
Yeah, he went over and he was on that show, and I thought he was cool on Roseanne. How he went from being this super hated dude, and he turned into a really, his character got to be pretty cool and stuff. I remember that, and I was like, yeah, I was more, and Boreanaz was cool at the time because he didn't realize what a twat he really is, what he turned into or whatever. But no, I was never that. But when I heard about Firefly, I was like, what? And I remember it was just one of the coolest space westerns that ever been done on TV. And then the whole thing where they're like, how do you that is so good, and it got canceled after 7 episodes, I think was only that aired, and they shot 13 or 12 or 13 or whatever it was, and only like 5 of them didn't even air. So when the show went on DVD, it was the #1 television show that was on for DVD sales because, especially because there was 5 episodes that nobody had ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And because it was so, had such a fan base, they didn't bring it back, but they gave Joss a bunch of money to do the movie. And Serenity is the name of the ship, but the ship is a Firefly. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I don't know. Didn't I just say this to you?
We may have talked about it like after, but no,
It was
because I
like
was just
it's like my Ford Ranger. So my Ranger my Ford Ranger was it was a Firefly. That's the brand, but
mm-hmm.
I named it the Scarlet Cougar. So Serenity is the Firefly's name. Kind
Mm-hmm.
of like the Millennium Falcon is the name of but it's I forget the name of the actual ship. Where's Juan Chess? He knows.
Yes, he does. No, because I was just
I
wondering
know too. I just can't think of it.
what made you bring up last time. We never really got to talk about Firefly. Were you just watching
Oh,
it
the
and
character. Oh, yeah. I was watching that movie, and then I just realized I was just starting to think about when it was one of watching the movie, rewatching the movie, and I used to have the DVD set, and I think I told you a buddy of mine, who I took care of his kids, Sylvie and Miles.
mm-hmm.
Later on, my buddy Colin, he was the art director or art is it art director, whichever. He built that fucking ship, the inside of that
Oh,
ship.
wow.
He's the one that
Oh, that's
designed
right.
and did that whole shit. And
Mm-hmm.
they didn't bring him back for the movie, which was bullshit, but they still did a great job. But Colin did that, yeah. Was it art director or production? Is it productions? I don't know. All those goddamn. There's so many titles, and I didn't, all those years, I didn't get to, whatever, what, when. I don't even know my own title. Douchebag, that's it. With 3 O's. What was it? Firefly. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I
And
saw that.
when I met him, and I was like, and he, and he's like, yeah, I did the fucking. Like, wait, what? That's you? And then From Dusk Till Dawn is one of my favorite movies
Mm-hmm.
of all time. And then come to find out he was the art director for that movie. What the fuck? Yeah, it was great. Like I said, the 5 of us, his 2 kids and me and Riley, that we used to do a lot of shit together. Go to Disney, go to Universal, go out to lunch, dinner, blah blah blah. After a few times, I was like, Colin, people are going to start to think we're a couple. I was out with him more than I ever had a fucking date. But yeah, Firefly, and then I was like, I remembered talking to the kids when I went freaking out about that, when I found out about that with him, because we'd known each other for, I don't know, a few months before that even came up, and wait, what did you just say? And then the kids had never even seen it, so they were like, oh, now we want to watch it. So we were watching it, and I remember watching it going, and the kids saying stuff about, oh, looking at, like Miles would look at Sylvie and go, oh, you're blah blah blah, and the kid, yeah, Colin, who are you? Who am I? And I'm like, Colin would definitely be, he'd definitely be that pilot. He'd definitely be popping little shit off. What was it? Is it Ash? Was it Ash? What's his name? Tudyk, Alan Tudyk, who's been in
Mm-hmm.
everything. It was Ash, right? That was his name.
I think so. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it just rewatching Serenity. I remembered watching it with the kids and watching them react together. Because we're standing behind them as they're, like,
Mm-hmm.
wow. And then it was really cool also, to see Colin's kids looking at the show, going, and then not really understanding so much, but it was like the first time, and I was there for them. And then later on, I'm sure they had conversations going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they remember that and going, wow, Dad, you did that? Holy fuck. And still, those fucking people, because I've watched that, there's a whole bunch of shit that comes up on my recommends that's, because I watched Aliens. and Terminator 2 and Terminator over and over on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking the convention shit where the cast, is there in a panel or whatever.
Right.
So of course now Firefly are up there, and there's one from 2023, and there's Nathan Fillion, Mal Reynolds, talking about how, dude, you know what you guys have done for us? We only did 13 episodes in a movie. You guys have made it seem like we did 20 seasons of a show. We still get to do this. You guys have made our lives like fucking dreams. And,
Yeah.
Because Nathan's a fucking badass. I never heard any bad stories about him. Saw him once at that farmer's market that was always outside my apartment every Sunday.
Oh,
Saw him
really?
there a couple times with some friends walking through. I never said anything to him, but I'm like, oh, dude, yeah, it's Nathan Fillion. But at the time, what was he doing at the time? It was right before that one that went for 8-9 seasons there where he was the writer. What the hell was that one on ABC? He worked with the police, and he was an author. The fuck was that one? Look up Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, I'm looking at him now.
It was a show. It ran for like 10 seasons or whatever.
Do you remember around what year? The
ABC.
Venture Brothers? That's right.
It probably ended about 6 years ago, I guess. It ended when I was still in Los Angeles.
There's a show called Castle.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, is that the one?
Yeah, Castle. Tonight on ABC. I did it. I did one of the promos. A promo for that on my. It's on my. What do you call it? My my promo demo voiceover.
Mm-hmm.
Castle ABC. On ABC. But he was doing. It was right. I think it might have been the first season or first 2 seasons, somewhere around there. When, it was a couple of times when we saw him at the farmers market.
Because it was 2009 to 2016.
There you go. Yeah, he's a really funny guy.
He is. Yeah, he's hilarious.
And a great actor. I don't, there's only a few moments I think I've ever sung, but he might have phoned that little part in there. But sometimes it's the writing. Like the open, like at Serenity, the open when they're first coming through and they're coming in, going through the atmosphere or whatever. And ship starts breaking up a little bit, and that whole conversation in the cockpit, him and Ash, and the way he fucking gets on the micro, and the way it's a CB radio thing, and it's just, a spaceship, and it's got a little CB thing where he announces to the crew, yeah, we're gonna have a little turbulence and we might blow up, and the way he did just so dry, might blow up, and then just hangs the thing up like, it's fucking great. Oh, and Summer Glau, the girl that plays River, the one that's the basically a human weapon. Mm-hmm. She was in Sarah Connor Chronicles. She was the teenage Terminator, whatever. Well, who was up for that role? Who was like, I don't know if she came in second or third. I know it was she was in the top 3. Mm-hmm. But you saw remember The Fighting Kind, the film I did, that short film from Chapman University, that thesis film, Nils Taylor. The girl that plays my sister, McKenna Melvin, she almost got that fucking role. She was came in second or third, and Summer got it from Firefly.
Yeah.
But instead, later on, McKenna, and it would have shown off her because she had martial arts skills. She'd been doing it since she was, I think, 10. Mm-hmm. But instead, it was like a year later or whatever, and she was on Chuck, and Adam Baldwin from Firefly. Adam Baldwin from Firefly, and My Bodyguard. Remember My Bodyguard? Remember that movie? Mm-hmm. That was the first time you saw Adam Baldwin. My Bodyguard. He was the quiet kid that the kid fucking hired to help, protect him.
Right.
And then he's also, then all years later, he's in fucking Firefly. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember his character's name for some reason. Anyway, he was in Chuck, and
Mm-hmm.
McKenna gets the gig at playing his daughter, Alex. And she gets to show off because she doesn't know when he comes to say he's her dad. The first scene where he tries to tell her that, she kicks his ass and she gets to show off her martial arts skills. He's like, no, I'm trying to tell you, I'm your dad. I'm your dad. Stop beating the shit out of me. Oh,
That's funny.
but anyway, the tie-in, the Firefly, Summer was River on Firefly with Adam. And then and in the movie she kicks the shit out of him. There's a scene where she almost kills everybody in that bar, and almost kills Mal. She's got a gun right at his fucking head,
Mm-hmm.
while he's got one in hers. But in that scene, Adam fucking grabs her like, no, it's me, and she poof, poof, poof. She fucking kicks, beats the shit out of him. So he took it from. So point obviously being you've already catch it, the little catch up, little preview, yeah. So after Firefly and Serenity, then there's Sarah Connor Chronicles, and Summer gets Summer gets that gig, but McKenna doesn't. But she goes on to Chuck, and then gets to beat Adam Baldwin up too. Anyway, whatever. I'm just glad that Adam Baldwin is not one of the other Baldwins.
Yeah. Did you see Con Man with Nathan Fillion?
No.
Oh my God.
Not that I know of.
It's Alan Tudyk. You know
He's
him?
in that too?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's the main
Ash.
character. Yeah.
That's Ash from Firefly.
Hilarious.
And Serenity.
You have to see Con Man.
It's a movie or a TV show?
No, it's a TV show.
How
It
old
was
is it?
on. Oh God, hold on, let me find it. It was on.
Man, this is all kinds of shit that I used to know like the back of my fucking hand. Because
2015.
dork, but I used to be even worse. What?
2015 to 17.
On what?
I guess we
channel?
used to watch it on Amazon Prime.
Oh, I definitely didn't watch shit there back then.
That must have been where we watched it because I don't think it was on anything else.
I'll look it up because I have Ma's Prime. I have Ma's Prime. Boy, that sounds disgusting. You know it does, doesn't it? Doesn't it, Mike?
Oh, you could watch it with
fuck? What?
Fucking crazy.
Why did my mouse not work? God damn it! I hit play.
Fucking crazy.
Jesus, go ahead. What?
It's on Freevee. You'll just have commercials.
Oh yeah, you did a few commercials here.
Yeah. But it's on Freevee and it's free.
Oh, and that's one thing that was cool. I was so happy to hear it. Was it Open Bar with the Critical Drinker, I think, or was it one of the other geek fucking podcasts that I watch on YouTube? I don't know, but they started talking about Amazon's fucking commercials going fucking through the roof and getting ridiculous now. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, oh man, when other, I know it's not some fucking new thing to bitch about commercials, but nobody really says anything because it's still like everybody seems to be in this mentality of, whatever. It's just in the background. Like, I was going to say with these TV watchers, fucking shit. And now that's the funniest part about it. With the TV watchers that I noticed of today, most of them, of course, are older because it has been phased out, and most younger people don't watch fucking TV anymore. It's fucking crazy. So it is the younger and it's the older generation, basically our parents' age, around there, who are still watching that shit. Who are the people who used to tell us when we were kids that shit would rot our brains, and they're the ones still letting it rot their fucking brains. Like, Ma, how do you what are you doing? Why do you have this on? And how do you not mute those commercials? Oh, it's just on in the background. I don't even notice. Bullshit, you don't fucking notice. Bullshit, you don't notice. You're talking to one of the biggest TV geeks ever. I was not as bad as that, roommate that likes to fucking water down the goddamn bathroom when it came to Mission Impossible. This motherfucker, seriously? I mean, now I got to say some nice stuff about him. That spineless cunt. One of the funniest things was, with the internet. So when we first moved to Nashville, just as and I was really starting to get into IMDb because that was back when when IMDb was decent, and I'd be on the phone with him in my walk-in studio that my voiceover studio that I built. I had 2 walk-in closets, luckily, in this house. She had hers and I had mine. Mine was actually just a voiceover studio, and I had my first G4 Mac. So that was where I first did put that Christmas that first learned iMovie and stuff. And anyway, but I'd be in there on the phone with him. And I'd go, all right, dude, you're such a fucking dork on Mission Impossible. All right, hold on. You don't. And I knew, I went ahead online beforehand, and I'm looking shit up. So, and there's no time. There's no time for him to go and cheat. And I went, all right, season 3, episode 5. Who were the guest stars? Oh, that was episode. He gave me the title, and he told me all the goddamn guest stars and co-stars. Holy shit!
Wow.
All right. Season 4, episode 6. Dink da dink da dink. Like, man, you were Rain Man.
I was gonna ask.
No wonder you throw water in the bathroom, you fucking redunce. Oh my God, he was so smart, but just with the basics, a complete moron.
So maybe he was some kind of savant.
He's definitely a savant, but also a spineless cunt. That's why I haven't spoken to him in almost a decade. No, it's been over a decade now. Oh, there's a deep story that maybe we'll dive into. No, we won't. Yeah, we will. Sorry, I didn't know where I was going there, and I looked up and went, Jesus Christ, we still have 50 fucking minutes. So back to Firefly. Which character are you? So, and I know there's probably something, I know there's a fucking, those online things to where you do that. But I'm always afraid to touch those things because everybody that does those things, where they go on and do this little trivia bullshit on Facebook and those little things, you notice those and you see them in your feed, they did that. And then they're always the ones that get hacked.
Yeah, I don't do those on there.
Yeah.
I just searched it up online, but there's a bunch of tests, and I did 2 of them, and I get Malcolm Reynolds on one, and then when I did it again, I didn't save it. Yeah, I have it up.
You found 2.
I found 2 tests. Yeah.
2 tests, and on one of them,
Or I took 2. Yeah.
You took 2, and one of them said you were Mal, and the other one what?
The other one, I was the girl. What was her name?
The engineer or the whore?
No, not the.
Well, no, there's an engineer, there's a whore, and there's a little kid.
The kid.
River. You were the weapon.
River.
You're the weapon. You're Summer Glau.
But and they had different questions, so it's like, I don't know.
Pull one up, and let me take it.
Pull
right
up
now.
a test. Okay.
Yeah, pull up one of those tests, and let me take it. You tell me what the questions are. I'll give you the answers, and
All right.
we'll see if I end. I'm usually if I don't come up as why the hell is Adam Baldwin character's name? What the fuck? Why am I spacing? I just watched the movie again. I know the show like the back of my hand. I don't know it like that fucking savant that I know that knows Mission Impossible. That's psycho. I do know Breaking Bad like that, sort of. I did kind of.
That's
I
true.
became
Yeah,
him
you
with
do.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, you do. All right. I think this is the one I took. Hold on.
What the hell was I looking up? I just smoked some more weed, so I forgot what I was doing. Oh, did I tell you I saw my buddy Rick? I saw my buddy Rick that I had seen since 2000 at the 11 and a half year high school reunion, and I don't even remember seeing him there. Anyway, we had lunch. Fucking guy. Man, he doesn't look any different except he has no hair. He's just shaved his head. He looks exactly the same. I felt like I was back in 1989. It was such a trip. That's the dude. I tell you the story where he basically saved my life at Metallica. We were in the pit.
Yeah.
And fucking doing this. Everybody's doing this shit, and then somebody stepped on my fucking foot, and I went down. And I got up at one point. I got up. I remember getting up on my knee at one point. And I was up, and Rick, he had his hand on my shoulder in my shirt, and I got up all right. And then as soon as I stood up, all of a sudden again, wham! I got knocked again, and then I couldn't get up. And I got stepped on my fucking knee, my fucking ass. Somebody almost had their foot up my ass. Felt like a sandy dildo.
Wow.
And next thing you know, I just feel this fucking. And Rick was like an inch. He's like an inch or two shorter than me, and he pulled me up so hard that I fucking basically ended up. My feet were off the air, off the ground. Sorry, I was in the air. He lifted me right up, and it ripped the shirt, and I was like, "Dude, I just bought this." You only saved my life, and I'm worried about the shirt like a cunt.
Oh, that was a very uneducated mosh pit. Since we're on mosh pits, real quick, at Woodstock 99.
It wasn't a mosh pit. It was just the area in front of the stage.
Oh,
It was
okay.
not a
You said
pit. We weren't in the mosh pit. It was just.
Oh, okay.
We were like, if there were chairs, we would have been like in the 7th row.
Mm-hmm.
But this was
okay.
80. This was 89. So this was Justice for All. Injustice for All. That was the white T-shirt, and that ripped white T-shirt. I went to Australia with it. Anyway, so it wasn't a mosh pit. It was just the area in the front that they don't do anymore that was open
for everybody to just stand there.
Yeah.
During the concert.
And then at some point, everybody just started pushing, going back and forth like a wave, and I got caught and went down. And he just went whoop, whoop, and just picked me right up.
Well, it's a similar story at Woodstock 99.
This is a Marine we're talking about. He was a Marine before he was a Marine. He was already, dude. Fucking boot camp was nothing for this fucking guy. He was doing it. He was doing it for 2-3 years beforehand.
So I believe it was during Limp Bizkit, and there was a mosh pit going, and we noticed we were right outside the mosh pit. And we look in, and I look at my friend, and I'm like, "Do you see that? There was an old lady. She might have been in her 40s. Who knows? Nowadays how we say everybody older than us looks like they were, 20 years older. But anyway, and she's just standing in the center, and she's just looking around like she did not belong there. But they were going around her, like they left the center open for her, and they're just moshing around her. And somebody went in. This dude went in, grabbed her and got her out of there. I don't know if he knew her or something, but it was just like the weirdest thing. This lady, she was just standing there, like just looking up.
And this is during Limp Bizkit?
Yeah. And they're going to, I'm pretty sure it was Limp Bizkit because it was still daytime.
I'm picturing this being my mom. And hoping somebody, no, I'm kidding.
It was either Limp Bizkit or Kid Rock.
It was either Bizkit or Kid Rock?
Yeah. It was during that because I think they were back to back pretty much, because during Limp Bizkit's set, Kid Rock and Little Joe were on the stage. Like you could see them backstage or behind the instruments or whatever. But yeah, that's one of the things I'll never forget about Woodstock.
Fucking crazy.
All right. So you want me to ask you these Firefly questions?
Jane. Duh. It's my name with a J instead of a W. Adam Baldwin. His character's name was Jane.
Oh, okay.
Jayne. God damn it. How do you forget that, you fucking Jane?
I don't know.
Anyway, yes, let's go with the questions now. Now I just wish I wish I had we could play the music from Firefly. Go ahead.
All right. Do you prefer warm colors or cool colors, or no preference?
Warm.
All right.
What a weird question, but go. Oh, I'm sorry. The color palette.
Yeah.
There's something with being a Breaking Bad geek. Look at that's the other thing. When you go back
colors,
through it again, watch the colors change, especially with Walt's clothing.
Mm-hmm.
How it gets darker.
Yeah. All right. So They are prefacing this with, it's not meant to be a political question, it's just a general thing. How do you feel about the government? They're doing what's best for everybody. They're stealing from the poor to give to the rich, taking advantage of the people. I don't usually think about this. They're there, but I'm not gung ho for or against them, or I'd rather not say.
Dose.
All right. How close are you to your friends? They're like family. I'm not even sure we're actually friends, or I stay at a distance to protect them.
Fuck. It's either Uno or Trace. It depends on the friend.
Well,
Can you say those again, please?
sure. They're like family. I'm not even sure we're actually friends,
Stick with Uno.
or I stay at a distance.
Stick
Uno?
with Uno because that's what they feel like.
All right. Are you religious? Once again, this isn't supposed to provoke arguments. Anyway, are you religious? Not anymore. I've never thought about it. No, yes, or I'd like to think so at least.
What the fuck?
Takes like
I'm waiting for the. There's usually
answers.
when that question is there. Usually there's a fucking one of the options is spiritual. I was waiting for that. And I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, that could be like the I'd like to think so. So there's not anymore. I've never thought about it. No, yes. I'd like to think so at least.
So it's either that one or the other one.
Which one? The I've never thought about it?
No. The sort of thing. What's that? What would go through the list
Not
again?
any.
Sorry.
Not anymore. I've never thought about it. No, yes. I'd like to think so at least.
Oh, I thought there was something else. Maybe I was back to that one. Yeah, that one. I guess.
Yeah. Which is more important
It's
to
about
you?
the mushy though. It ain't the goddamn thing
Yeah.
that they fucking push. What?
Which is more important to you? People or money?
A little break there just for that.
What?
Russell Brand going fucking nuts with this whole baptism thing and communion bullshit. And now, and I'm like, and I used to fucking share his shit when he was getting big, when he was, really doing his thing and getting stuff out there and helping wake people up. And this fucking thing. And he knows full well it's all about psychedelics. So I'm fucking posting constantly every time he fucking does this thing about communion. Blah, blah, blah. It's all about tripping. It's all about tripping, you motherfucker. Stop pushing it without. But I gotta say also, I've made I have been a little bit of a douche on that to where I don't even want to hear his voice talking about. So I don't even know what he's been saying about it. I just know this communion and this baptism. I've seen the pictures. I don't know if he's mentioned it. I know he's not tripping to do it because he's Mr. Sober. But he knows, and he said it on all these times. He said it. He knows that psychedelics are part of it, but he's still doing this fucking silly shit that has. What's the next question?
What is more important to you? People or money?
People. I hate money. So I'm always
What
poor.
what what is something you're good at, want to learn? This is actually multiple choice, it says. You could pick more
Thankfully.
than one. Okay, religious studies, mechanics, engineering, or other motor-based things, weapon history, use and knowledge, medicine, first aid, dance. Oh, this one's for you. Makeup application and beauty tips.
This is so tough. Especially with those last two.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously, it was already tough with the engineering thing and the weapons thing because that's more getting older. That's two things that, I've already done those last two.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be, I don't know, is it engineering or weapons?
I think you
Is that,
could pick more than one.
oh, you are? You can?
I think so.
Is that what it says?
It says multiple choice.
Yeah, but usually that means just,
Yeah, I can
you
pick two.
pick one. Oh, you can pick two. It says you can have two? Then I want the engineering and weapons.
All right. Alrighty.
And that's one of the things that that's one of the things I'm going to say to Rick, the retired Marine. You are going to be my, I want you to turn me into John Wick, motherfucker.
All right. Are
Luckily,
you
he
more?
only lives 4 miles away.
Oh, good. Are you more likely to take the lead of a situation or offer support?
See, that depends on the situation.
Doesn't say what kind of situation.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
just
That's the bitch. It depends on the situation. What is in the situation? What the fuck are you? Are you the one? Are you the subject being needing the? Say it again, please.
Are you more likely to take the lead of a situation or offer support?
I do both, man.
Which one is more you, though?
I don't like to take the lead, so I guess it would be I go more. I just go with the support.
All right.
I'm coming up as Jane.
Are you used to a
Or
more
no, I'm coming up as Kaylee, the fucking engineer. What?
Are you used to a more urban, suburban, or rural area?
Rural. Used to?
Are you used to? What are you most used to?
I've been used to all three, but right at the moment, rural. That's what I want. Stay
All
the
right.
fuck away from me.
And this is what is your dream job, and you can pick more than one.
Oh,
Military. Military.
no.
Whatever pays well.
Yes.
Pilot, chauffeur, race car driver, etc. They're all in the one thing. Mechanic.
That's all one thing?
Yeah.
Do that
I
again?
guess some type of driver. Pilot, chauffeur, race car driver, etc.
No more after that?
That's it.
Then, now I don't even remember the first two.
Pilot, chauffeur, race car driver.
No, I mean before that.
Oh, well, you military, you said no. Whatever pays well, you said yes. So if you want to drive stuff for a living.
Well, yeah, I love driving.
Okay.
As long as it's a short. Okay. As long as it's not very far.
Mechanic.
What?
No. Mechanic. That's another one. Dream job. We have more choices. We can pick more than one. So you already picked two.
I thought
you pay.
Wait, now I'm confused. I thought there was a list in the same thing.
So these are all. What would your dream job be? So I'm listing off the responses.
Right.
So and you can pick. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 8 of them. So you can pick as many.
Oh, so I've only heard 4.
Right. You can pick as many of these as you want. So you already picked whatever pays well and a pilot, chauffeur, race car driver, because that's one category. Then there's mechanic. No?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Something in the medical field.
I would have done that, but they said I couldn't smoke weed. So I kind of want to know a lot of stuff that you know. Yes.
Yes.
See, this is tough.
Pastor,
priest. You know what it is?
Uh-huh.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah. It is. Pastor, priest, missionary, other religious worker.
Well, I kind of am with the Jesus mushroom shit.
Okay.
And the psychedelic stuff.
And the last 2, model and dancer.
I already did that. I did. Hey, do you remember when I was on the billboard for the billboards in Florida for that animal thing?
Oh,
animal
yeah.
rescue. What the hell was that? Animal whatever. Me and that chick. Dude, I remember in that picture, I remember just seeing it. Whenever I would see it, all I could remember was being on the roof of that thing doing the photo shoot and taking those pictures. And the fucking guy the dude that was helping the photographer being behind him, and with this board, this shiny board. And basically, we were blinded when we would be looking towards the camera because he was shining that shit and making oh my God, we were blinded. And I remember every time when I'd be okay, and I'd hear snap, 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 and I go, okay, I need a break, and I'd fucking have my shirt, I'd be dabbing my eyes because my eyes just kept watering like a motherfucker. He had this, the tanning thing, like they would hold under their chin, that silver
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like he was standing back there and just bouncing the sun right into our fucking face.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was I remember that, like, and every time I saw those billboards, I go, my eyes would start watering. I don't even
Well,
wonder. I think I have that picture somewhere in a box. My vagina.
well, you
Anyway,
got
what's
your.
the next question?
That's it. We got your result.
Oh my
You,
God! Am I a blood or a crip?
you're Malcolm Reynolds.
Get out! Again? I always end up as Mal. And you know who first said that to me? Who said that to me? And it was actually at first I had to go, what? Because I hadn't heard it in a couple of years. Because it was 2007 when we shot the shit. Luke, who I did Professor's Daughter and The Last Hand with Larry Hankin. He was the first one that told me I reminded him of Mal Reynolds. And I went, wait, what? Why do? Because like I said, it'd been a couple of years, and you mean Firefly? Get the fuck out of here! Anyway, and then I took a little typo when I typed something to him and some other people because he had said that a year later, and I typed something and it was neat and everybody got it and it was cool. But I realized I didn't do a very good proofread because when it did a what do you call it? It fixed the shit. It didn't. What I typed Mal
Autocorrected.
autocorrected Mal to Mac. So then, but it was like 2 days later when I reread what I sent, going, was that good? And I go back to it. I was probably hungover, whatever, and I didn't want to read it again. I was like, scared. What did I write? What did I do? And I went back and went, oh, that's pretty good. Oh my God, it's good, but fucking thing, I didn't notice it autocorrected Mal to Mac, and so I looked like a complete idiot. Like,
I
wait,
hate
this guy's
autocorrects.
talking about Firefly like he knows it, and he doesn't seems to not know the actual main character's name. Like, that wasn't me. It autocorrected, man.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah. So that fucking and that was one of the coolest parts of. I still remember. One of the. I don't remember. I don't normally remember reviews of movies and shit. Sort of, just like, oh, they hated it. The simple shit. I don't normally remember sentences, but one of the best things I don't know who wrote it, but when the movie came out, some geek reviewer wrote something about if you like Star Wars, you'll love this, especially if you wanted it from Han Solo's perspective and he shot first. Because obviously it was after they reworked the whole thing with Han shooting Greedo, and they made it that Greedo shot first when originally, no, Han just went boom because he knew he was going to get shot either way. And then they had to change it to make it seem like, oh, Han wasn't such a fuck you, fucked the shit up. And I watched that with Fez Whatley. We went across across the street with the 97 remasters of Star Wars, where they did that shit, where they changed the whole thing with Greedo shot first. Fuck you. And I think both me and Fezzy said that in the theater. Fuck you. I think the whole theater said it. Fuck you. We also said,
Fucking crazy.
you fucking
Oh,
ruined
yeah.
one of the greatest moments because it was so great. The way he puts his feet up and like, yeah, I bet you would. Boom! Because he knew he was getting shot either way. He was dead. So that's when it's okay to shoot first. So anyway, the point is, and I saw that review and I went, wow, that's funny. And I'm trying to think of like a moment to where, yeah, he is kind of like a Han Solo. But and then the movie comes out. And then I actually see it like, I don't know, 2-3 days later because this was a early, one of those reviews beforehand. I didn't see it right away. I didn't jump. And then there's the part in the movie in Serenity where he fucking shoots the dude that's hanging off the little tiny boat that they've gone in with because the reavers come in. I can't remember not moose, the mule. They're little, kind of like their land speeder. And the dude's fucking, hanging on, but he can't because if he hangs, he has to shoot him. Well, he has to knock him off because he can't take the weight. The mule can't take the weight. And then the reavers get the guy, so he knows he's dead. So he just goes boom and kills the guy, while the 3 reavers have him. So he's not gonna. So he doesn't go through the torture or what the reavers are gonna put him through. Mm-hmm. So he did a good thing after doing a bad thing. But the bad thing would have killed them all, because it would have hung the fucking mule down and they wouldn't have been able to race or would get away. And this motherfucker was a thief anyway, so. He told him to get in the vault. Everybody, get in the vault. Get them in. Anyway, sorry. I just watched the movie. Get them in there. So, but anyway, the point being that review, that one sentence, if you're a Star Wars fan, imagine it from Han Solo's point of view. I'm paraphrasing, obviously, because I don't completely remember. It's been years, 20 fucking years almost. If not, 20 almost. Was it 05, 06 that came out, the movie? If you're a Star Wars fan, imagine it from Han Solo's point of view, and he shot first, something like that. There's obviously more to it, but I'm like, damn, that's pretty good. Because he did that. It is quite a moment, because then later, and it's not like walked off. It's not like forgotten, like a normal shitty movie. His second in command, Lawrence Fishburne's ex-wife, can't remember what's her name, Gina Torres. She says something. What the fuck? Because she's been with him since they were in the military. Mm-hmm. So, what the fuck was that about? And he explains it, they hung down the middle. We'd all be dead right now. What the hell? Anyway. Well, I don't remember what the hell. Yeah, I'm done. Shut up. What? You got anything? Hey, baby, you know what the greatest thing is? We got 23 minutes left.
Oh, my God. Hilarious.
Babbling on and on. But I haven't even mentioned. I got to mention Morena Baccarin, I guess her name is.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That sexy fucking bitch, man. That woman, what a fucking resume. She's like John Cazale, Godfather, the Deer Hunter, Dog Day Afternoon. Jesus Christ, her fucking resume. She got Deadpool and Firefly, man.
Yeah, that's right.
I wouldn't give a fuck about the rest of my resume. And she's great in both. She's great in she's another one. She's a murderer. She kills in everything she does. Mm-hmm. And she's fucking hot. Because normally chicks that hot, they're not that good. But, like her and Kate Beckinsale, they're like two. Well, Kate's ruining herself. Jesus Christ. She's like Erin Moriarty. Wait, did you see that shit? With the boys. Mm-hmm. The boys, the season 4 is finally going to fucking premiere. We got it next month.
Oh, yeah.
And Erin Moriarty, the girl, she's one of the boys, but she's also one of the 7.
Yeah.
She's apparently had so much fucking work done on her face. Man, I'm scared. I'm almost scared.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah. And she didn't need it. I was showing a friend of mine. I was showing a friend of mine the other night who he'd never seen the show. And I'm like, dude, you never seen The Boys? Oh, here. Let me just show you the first fucking 10 minutes of the first episode. You're going to fucking fall in love with it. And boom. And he's like, what the fuck? He just went through her. He just ran right through her, right? Is that what just happened? And I thought I was going to have to explain it to him. And he fucking, but what the fuck? And then I cut it off right after Starlight, right?
Yeah.
After they started showing her, she's lifting the cars like Superman, at her home, in rural, wherever. And I'm like, look at that face. Look at that girl's face. Look at that. Look, she's apparently ruined that. I've seen a couple of pics, but dude, she's apparently ruined that face. What the fuck is wrong? Who?
I don't know.
Why is there's no? Ugh. There's no reason.
So
She's so
Erin
gorgeous.
Moriarty, her?
Yeah.
Oh man,
She's so beautiful.
she is.
And but apparently there's I've seen a couple of newer pics of her and like what the fuck is
Oh,
she
I
trying
gotta
to do
look
a
her up.
Joan Rivers? It's
She's
there
not
was
that
a whole
old.
no, she's only like 30, 31 now.
Born in '94, so she's what?
Holy shit, 94. That's
Just
she's
turned
Cole's age.
30. Yeah.
She's my stepson's age.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, and she's fucking. They're like, what the hell? What are you doing? It's like Moreno, a face. She's got a face like hers. Why would you ruin that? Let that age naturally. What are you doing?
I gotta see.
Yeah, it was something, and she took a lot of shit for some pictures. Well, she took her Instagram down for a while,
Oh,
and then
really?
it brought it back up or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe somebody fucked with the picture. I don't know. Maybe it's bullshit. I don't know. But I saw a couple of pictures and like,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, oh god, has she spent time in the psych ward? What's wrong? What did you do? So gorgeous, and you're making your. It's like she's like doing the Jerry Hall thing in the Tim Burton Batman movie where she's putting on that makeup and it's turning her into a clown. I hope not though. God, I hope it's bullshit, but whatever. Speaking of the boys, oh, I said SO. Sorry.
You did.
I said sorry. 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 I said sorry.
Fucking crazy.
Jensen Ackles, is now in the boys. He plays the Captain America thing, but it's obviously warped.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's warped. And that man, that I gotta say, even though that show does have some of that woke bullshit in it, for the most part, they're telling the right story. They're showing you that everything is nothing but corporate fucking garbage, which you should know already. But they're just doing it with the superhero background. And to everybody, that's why I'm like the government, like that fucking redheaded chick who just pulls her hair out all the time. That fucking crazy. What a great actress. She's awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know what her name is.
I'll
But
find
she is
her. She's...
fucking fantastic. But those kind of people, her and Giancarlo Esposito, which is the one thing I don't like about it, because there's Gus again. Jesus Christ, he got to be in everything. He's in fucking
It's...
Mandalorian. He's in The Boys. Jesus, enough already. You overdone it. Kind of like Pedro Pascal overdoing it with him. Him and everything now. Now he's in fucking Fantastic Four as Reed Richards. What the fuck? By the way, Shia LaBeouf should be the new Wolverine. I still think that. I've been saying that for 6 years. I stand by it. He would be awesome. Imagine Shia LaBeouf with the fucking mutton chops that Wolverine actually had and having that attitude. Fuck yeah. And he's not too tall because Hugh Jackman's... Wolverine's not supposed to be that tall. He's supposed to be a little fucking Tom Cruise type.
Mm-hmm.
He's only supposed to be like 5'6", 5'7". He's not supposed to be tall. So, and Shia is he's not short or anything, but he's not, I think he's a couple inches shorter than Hugh Jackman. But he looks more like it if you did that hair and you put mutton chops on Shia. Dude, he would murder. Give me that directing job, please. And then I'll ask for Christopher Nolan to be right behind me all the time, along with John Hillcoat, just to have his dirty fucking, because John Hillcoat doesn't do a lot of work, and everything he does is great. There's a great Western you got to see, Mama. You watch Josie Wales. You want to see a great Western, and the coolest part about this is it's not American, so it's even more fun. You're gonna hear nothing but British and Australian accents.
Okay.
The Proposition.
The Proposition.
Write it down, please.
Who's in that?
Everybody. Guy Pearce. Guy Pearce.
Mm-hmm.
You know Guy Pearce.
Maybe if I see his face.
Oh, you would totally know him. He's been in a whole bunch of shit. LA Confidential. Memento, not first Christopher Nolan movie, but the movie that put him on the map. Memento, the guy with the memory thing and the tattoos and all that shit. Guy Pearce, Guy Pearce. He was in the second, or no, he was in the third Iron Man movie. He was the bad guy in the third Iron Man movie.
Okay.
You know Guy Pearce when you see him.
Oh yeah, I do know. Mm-hmm.
What the hell was my point? Guy Pearce.
The movie that you want me to see.
The Proposition.
The
It's a Western. It takes place, like 120 years ago or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Houston's in it. John Hurt, who is the guy from Alien, the chest burst. The guy who has the alien burst out of his chest in the first Alien movie. He plays a bounty hunter. Ray Winstone. He's fucking awesome. Everybody. That movie is. Paul Dano. Paul Dano's in it. Who should play Bill Hicks, and he was supposed to. I don't know what the fuck happened when that. It was supposed to be Richard Linklater was supposed to be doing a movie about Bill Hicks with Paul Dano. I don't know what happened with that. Fuck, that was it's been like 4, 5, 6 years. Dude, that movie is the shit. The Proposition. John Hillcoat, Nick Cave did I think he might have written the screenplay as well, but he did the music. Nick Cave did the music.
All right,
and he might have a cameo in it too. I can't remember. It's been a while. I've seen it like 6, 7 times. Fucking great movie, dude. And all you want to do every time you see Guy Pearce on camera, you're like, please take a shower. Please take a shower. But they did it right. That's one of the things I like about it, where they did it right to where in those days where people didn't have good teeth. Their teeth were fucking nasty because we didn't have dentists, all that shit. So they did shit to make their teeth look bad. And you'll notice that. That's one of the things I hate about certain fucking Westerns, American Westerns, from the 80s and 90s and shit. Your teeth weren't that. What the fuck, dude? These shiny white fucking teeth like he's fucking gets them cleaned every 6 months. What the fuck? This is supposed to be 1876. Get the fuck out of here. What the makeup artist on this movie fucking sucked. They didn't do their full work. They didn't go deep undercover. Like Axel Foley.
Fucking crazy.
Oh, that's coming up supposedly this summer. Supposed to be released on Beverly Hills Cop 4 on Netflix, right? Isn't that coming up in June?
I heard something about it. Yeah.
It's gonna suck, I'll bet. And you know what's weird? Because I brought up Breaking Bad earlier. The episode where Walt sells that piece of shit that he runs over the dudes with, that he beats up for the first 3, 4 seasons. When he sells that vehicle and goes and buys his Dodge, he sells it to the actor's name is John Astin. John Astin is in Beverly Hills Cop. He's Taggart. But if you look it up and look at John Astin's IMDb, and it seems like it's 2 different guys. But it's like, wait a minute. But in the pictures that I've seen of Beverly Hills Cop 4, it looks like the dude from Breaking Bad. And when I looked up the thing, it didn't even have it connected to him. So it's weird. I think John Astin was trying to bail, and he didn't quite make it. But he's the mechanic that Walt sells his vehicle to for what $100 or whatever it is, $50,
Yeah,
$1,
the same
whatever the fuck it is. Remember?
John Astin, who was in the Addams Family.
No. That's Sean Astin's dad. That's a different or John Ashton. Sorry, Ashton. I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
My apologies. I said it wrong. ASHTON.
Okay.
But there's a John Ashton in that's the same name is the guy that plays the mechanic that Walt sells that piece of shit back, that's fixed it. And he says it to him. He says, it was just a few months ago that we pulled that shit out there when you said you hit a deer. No, it was those drug dealers that he fucking, those fucking drug dealers that he ran over at the end of season 3. Run. I love that. Is such an amazing scene. I watched that over and over, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that whole thing with Jesse fucking walking up and getting to pull the gun. They go to pull the gun, and he just comes along and fucking the Aztec and fucking, and then gets out and
Yeah.
fucking bam. And then the way the camera comes up, fucking just comes up to him like fucking boom, like this. Run. It was the second to
show.
last episode of that season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Jesse went and had to hide out in the arcade, which turns out that guy, the guy that owned that arcade, turns out that's the guy that was selling drugs, the dork who was selling drugs in at the beginning that hired Mike to help him in Better Call Saul. You know, that fucking dildo. I can't. The actor is so great. That guy is so funny. You know what I'm talking about, right? Had the
Yeah,
baseball
yeah.
cards stolen from him from what's his name, Nacho
Yeah.
and shit. Turns out he was Danny. He was Danny, the guy that, because they kept mentioning Danny, the guy that ran
Mm-hmm.
the, he owns this place, but it's only for, and Danny, he loves his place. Laser tag.
Oh, that's right. The laser tag, please.
Well, supposedly, yeah, they the way they twist it, they never really said it, but yeah, there's a few dorks out there like me. I've never said it. I've just read the other dorks that have said that, what was that guy's name? What was the character's name in Better Call Saul? The bald guy with the glasses that
Yeah.
hires Mike to help him out. The whole thing when he's because he was selling the Percocets and he was
Yeah,
selling
yeah.
the
Oh my gosh. Now I have to look it up because I can't remember.
you'll get it. All right. The coolest part is we've only got 9 minutes left. 8 minutes left, sorry. Where's my list? What did I miss?
Rob Allen on Facebook.
Oh, I didn't talk about Slash. Oh, yeah. Check out that Slash, that new from Slash's new album. Yeah, check out. They just released the song "Papa Was Rolling Stone" with him and Demi Lovato. What a great video song. I was expecting to go, because of Demi, but dude, that's a ripping. He shreds it, and the video is cool too. But they use all that old shit and all that pimp stuff. Papa was a rolling stone.
You got somebody on Facebook saying hi.
Damn, Wayne Roberts. It's been Rob Allen. Oh, and it's an old high school friend.
Oh, look at that.
I'm pretty sure that's who that is. I'm guessing if that's Facebook. I know that dude. Yeah. I'm like Jeff Spicoli in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I know that dude.
Yep, it is.
Did you get the name? What were we looking up?
Okay.
What were we looking up? I forgot what we were
The
looking
name
up.
of the character, the bald guy that
Look up,
hired.
yeah, it has to be season 1. Baseball card guy, Better Call Saul.
You want the character's name or the actor?
Both. As Eddie Murphy said in Beverly Hills Cop to a few guys, hurry up, quicker.
Oh, there's a bunch of like non-pictures. Great. In Better Call Saul, right?
Better Call
Where's
Saul.
a bunch of characters without
just
pictures?
Baseball card guy.
All right, let me do it that way.
Better Call Saul baseball cards. Daniel Warmald. His name was Daniel Warmald.
That's the character's name?
There you go.
Yeah, no, maybe his picture.
Danny. He's the Danny.
Yeah. That was a funny
actor.
character.
Yeah, and the actor's name.
Let's see if I see Danny without a picture because I was looking for him, but.
And that whole scene there where when he first meets Mike, when Mike's there with the other 3 guys, there's that giant guy that's like 6'10" who runs away after Mike beats the shit out of what's his name, who was also on Walking Dead and some other shit. He's a great actor. I can't say his name at the moment.
There he is. All right. Danny was Mark
Price. Price is the name he went by in the show, was Price, Pryce.
Yeah, Daniel Price Wormald.
What was the fucking actor's name?
His name is Mark Proksch, Proksch.
Oh yeah. I used to for some reason, I don't know what happened. I followed him on Twitter for a while, and he was a funny tweeter. And for some reason, it just either I don't see him anymore or whatever. I gotta go look through my list.
He blocked you.
Maybe he might have.
Slowly building haters.
Danny from Breaking Bad blocked me. Oh, you know who else blocked me? Phil fucking douchebag from All That Remains, who's on the Timcast. What a cunt. That guy's a cunt.
Why
that guy's a super, because he's a
Fucking crazy.
cunt. He's a cunt. He doesn't even know what communist means. He is one of those fucking idiots, and that's the only thing that I don't like about Gary from Nerdrotic. He gets the same thing wrong. Talks shit about communists when, you're using the label that was given to people who aren't really communists. You stupid motherfucker. And it's such a dick. And, there was a few Timcast things where I went, yeah, either way, whatever, Phil's a douche. And next thing I know, I realized he blocked me. I never even said anything to any of his tweets or anything. I just went over to look and see some of his shit, like, way later. I'm like, motherfucker blocked me. I wasn't following him or anything. I just went to look later on. I don't remember what it was. It was months ago. But, yeah, that was back when I was like, because I used to be a Timcast watcher. And I started to realize, what the fuck?
Fucking crazy.
Bullshit. What a trash fucking thing, man. And then, and sometimes I'd, be like this.
Oh, man! Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I'd be watching the show, and then like they were going on a right line. Like, okay, this is right.
Oh, man! Jesus Christ!
And they'd go off like they're fucking psycho fucking nitwits and didn't know what the hell they were talking about. Anyway, how was your Friday? But yeah, I take it as a badge of honor, kind of like this tattoo, whatever it is. I don't even know. Roses are red, violets are blue. Phil from All That Remains fucking blocked you. And I went, yeah, baby, because... Sorry, I was trying to cover the fucking tag there. That's right. Anyway, like I said, how's your Friday?
It's Friday. Very Friday-ish.
Somebody's getting drunk and running out of fucking prune juice. Damn it.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna have to order Uber Eats. Hey, do you guys bring booze, man?
They do.
They do.
DoorDash does. I'm pretty sure Uber Eats does.
I've never done that shit. Oh, that was one of the funniest things when my kid was here a couple of years ago. She was here. We go to the store, and because I know she likes, subs. So we got fucking 2 different kinds of rolls, bunch of ham, bunch of cheese, tomatoes, onions, got everything for subs. I go to work one day, I come back, and I see Subway shit on the kitchen table. What did you do? What is this? Oh, I ordered Uber Eats. What did you order? I ordered why'd you get everything right here? What the fuck did we go to the store for?
Yeah, well, sometimes it tastes better when someone else makes it for you.
It always tastes better when somebody else makes it. That's why when somebody else makes eggs, it doesn't fuck up my belly for some reason. And I make it just like I make it just like everybody else. And for some reason, when I make eggs, it fucks up my belly. It makes it all smelly.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you're buying the wrong kind of eggs.
I don't know.
Sports Center's next.
Anyway, can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? 10 seconds. What do you got to say? What do you got in 10 seconds, Mamacita?
Peace out. I don't know what to say.
Peace out?
I gotta. What?
Sounds good to me. All right.
I
Love
got
you, brother.
nothing. Love you, sister.
Watch James Corbett. Go see James Corbett. Jimmy Dore Show. Kim Iverson. Glenn Greenwald. Gray Zone. Revolutionary Blackout Network. But look for yourself. We're just fun babbling lecturers, dabblers. Remember, we're all Neo, AK1. Sorry ran long. Had to bump comedian Owen Benjamin again. Thanks, Gary. Hey, Daddy loves you. Messing with my peebles. Hope you all had as much fun as we didn't.